Nkandla, the monkey on President Jacob Zuma's back. The president came under constant grilling by opposition MPs over the multi-million rand spending on his private residence every time he stood before the House to answer their questions. It had also led to the first disruption of the National Assembly by MPs in 2014. It was an issue that clearly annoyed the president.
Some people who could not pronounce Nkandla, they've now learned Nkandla, 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 hey, hey, hey. Even if you tell them the Nkandla report is being processed, is going to come. 3 investigations have been made. Nkandla, even if we are discussing very serious matters, stand up, point of order. Yes, Nkandla, Tix was a George Cook.
Two multi-party ad hoc committees had failed to put the matter to rest. So earlier this year, Zuma asked Police Minister Nkandla to determine if he was indeed liable to pay back any money on Nkandla as per the recommendations of the Public Protector. After a brief investigation, Nkandla determined that the water reservoir at the president's home was in fact a fire pool and not a swimming pool as alleged. Nkandla also said that the family's chicken run and cattle kraal had to be relocated and rebuilt as they would have posed security risks had they been left where they originally were. Zuma was cleared of any financial liability on the 200 million rand spent on his home.
The state president is therefore not liable to pay for any of these security features. The outstanding security-related work at Nkandla should be funded and completed expeditiously.
Nkandla's report was put through a third ad hoc committee. Some opposition parties, including the EFF and COPE, walked out in protest from the ad hoc committee, branding it a farce. In the end, the ad hoc committee accepted the findings of Minister Nkandla's report. Although opposition parties described it a whitewash, the committee's report was later adopted by the National Assembly, closing the chapter on the Nkandla issue, which had followed President Zuma and the ANC, as well as Parliament, for a number of years. Or at least that's what the ruling party thought. The DA and the EFF had very different ideas. The two parties have taken the Nkandla matter all the way to the Constitutional Court, and all eyes are now on that court to see how it could potentially finalize this very contentious issue.
You're still watching the